We've just been to an artisan craft market in Sarraco, so we thought we may as well come all the way to the end of the island. So we're right down in the southwest corner in Sant Elm as it is in Mallorca. It is one of the most beautiful, prettiest little villages you can imagine, and beautiful sea overlooking the island that's behind us, which I forget the name of, and just around the corner is the much bigger island of Dragonera. So we're going to have a little walk through Sant Telmo. We'll have a look at the beach here. It's got a lovely sandy beach and lots of little rocky coves as well. So let's get moving.
And lots of nice shops as well, I hope.
There are plenty of nice shops. This is the island of Dragonera in front of us. If you use your imagination, the left hand side is where the dragon's head is, and to the right is the dragon's tail. If we pan round this side, there's a tiny little island just here. We came a few years ago with the scouts. We got the kayaks out, and they have a vuelta where you actually kayak around the island of Dragonera. It's quite a tug to get around there. You come from this side and you go around here and down this way all the way to the end of Dragonera and then up the other side. Luckily I was with Robert, a young fit man who helped pull me round. It was a two-man kayak, but we made it. We came past the lighthouse there at the end and came back into Sant Elm. There's a seagull just come to say hello. Wind's picking up a little bit and we've seen a few little waves coming against the rocks, but there's lots of boats out there enjoying this warm sunny day. Temperatures getting up into the high 20s. It's time to get the suntan lotion out. So here's a picture put up by the Ayuntamiento de Andratx, which shows you the island, and there's one of the smaller islands, and we're now going to head out into Sant Elm, heading towards the sandy beach. Very popular restaurants here, typically serving fishy type food. So if you're a sort who likes fishy food, then it's a place to come. It's not quite lunchtime yet, so they're just setting up the tables. There's a few people out having coffees or a cool drink, but come lunchtime these restaurants will be packed. Anita's spotted something already. Not sure whether it's a dress or whether it's something to hang outside our front door. While she goes in there, I'll have a look around and you see another restaurant with just magnificent views. I mean, it's just worth sitting there with a cool beer just to sit and enjoy the views. Lots of smaller craft down here as well. People eager to get out onto the water, get the face mask on, the snorkel on, and put your flippers on and away you go. I just mentioned that to Anita and she's quite keen to go swimming soon, so as soon as school's out at the end of this month we'll be heading to the beach a little bit more regularly. We haven't been to the beach since last summer. We head up here, we come into the main street, which is really quite a nice little street to walk through. It's pedestrianised now. It's one of the restaurants, and as you go along this street there's lots of little shops. And some of them are artisan type shops as well, similar to the craft fair that we've been to in Sarraco this morning. So Anita is going to be fascinated with it. We came here a few months ago and we did stop, we had a drink, and it was actually quite busy then, but it looks as though it's going to get a lot busier today. The car park as you enter the village costs €4. That's for the day, but we didn't park there. We just carried on driving and there was a lot of street parking. so there was not a problem parking. There's lots of little side streets like this, and we haven't had to walk very far. I could be waiting for Anita for quite a while, I think. She's disappeared into one of the shops. As you walk along these, there's obviously places we can stop for a drink, and then you just look to the side and there's a little alleyway that takes you down to a magnificent view down over the sea. The sea is beautifully clear today. Watch the boats. When we were in Saraco an hour or so ago, we heard lots of English voices, and it's very similar here in Sant Elm. There's lots of people speaking English. It's a very cosmopolitan area. People who actually live here, and people who come here on holiday as well. Another bar there with a lovely terrace. These terraces are just amazing with their views. Go down, overlook the sea, watch the boats. It's a lovely little street to walk down. It's very exposed to the sun this time of the day, so I'm just gonna walk in the shade a little bit. The thermometer across the road says it's 26 degrees, but in the sun it certainly feels a lot hotter. Just come to one of those places where you can look down to the sea again, and most of them have got a bench at the end where you can just sit. And here you can sit in the shade and just watch the world go by, watch the boats come in. I think I could actually sit there for quite a while just watching the boats on the water. And the most dramatic of views. There are the touristy type shops as well, so you can buy a fishing net or toys to play on the beach. Get your lilo out, your bucket and spade. A restaurant with a fantastic view, and everything is open. I know that many of the people who watch our videos are in the UK, and they seem to be restricted about where they can travel. Other European countries have a little bit more freedom, and that's all going to change at the end of this month with the introduction of the European travel certificate, which is now actually being issued as of last Thursday here in Spain. So you can actually apply for it in Mallorca from last Thursday, and what it does, it gives you a code or a certificate. You can have a paper certificate, or you can have a QR code for your phone, and when you want to travel, that QR code tells the authorities whether you've been vaccinated or whether you've had your PCR tests, so all the information's there in one place. And Spain is doing a trial of this, and during this trial they're going to make sure that it all works, and it's due to be implemented on the 1st of July throughout Europe. So all the 27 countries will be able to travel much more freely with the help of this. It's not absolutely essential, and people from the UK are clearly not entitled to it anymore. So whether Boris asks to become part of it or not, I don't know. But it'll certainly make travel within Europe much more easy. And we're seeing a lot more travellers. There's lots of Germans coming here on holidays, French, and Northern Europeans. And so the holiday market's beginning to take off. And here we're just coming down to the beach in Sant Elm. Nice big sandy beach here. There's a few people already out. It's still morning, it's not quite midday yet. Lifeguards on duty, green flags up, so it's safe to bathe, it's safe to go into the waters. Years ago I did actually bring the scouts here, and we went camping just beyond the end of Sant Elm, actually overlooking the island of Dragonera, and we had a lovely few nights camping there. And we came down to this beach, took the boys for a swim. And this is the beach where the kayaks all start from, so it's all very well organised and very well monitored, so there's a small craft following the kayakers all the time, so if you do get into difficulties, and we saw lots of people getting into difficulties, there's someone at hand just to help you out, and if need be give you a little tow to safety. So this is where we set off from, and going around the island. I don't think I'd ever try it again. It was really hard work, and it's a long slog up the far side of the island, and you're a little bit more exposed to the elements out there. It's very, very hot, but beautiful place, and the place here is coming to life. The UV index is just 1 up from green, so be careful with the sun. Make sure you've got your suntan cream on and you're getting some protection. Better still, stay in the shade. So I'm going to go back and see if I can find Anita. So I'm going to stop the video now, and I'll catch up with you a little bit later. Well, this is Sant Elm. Hope you've enjoyed a little walk through the village and the views over the sea. It is a really pretty place, so if you're looking for somewhere to go in Mallorca, this is right in the southwest tip of the island, and it's a beautiful little village to visit, and lots of places to have something to eat or drink, and a really pretty beach, and the sea is very, very clean. Thanks for watching. If you haven't already subscribed, hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.
And I haven't bought anything. Bye.
That's unusual. Bye.